Welcome back to cryptomentals.com. Kevin here, and today we're going to be talking about Solchat, or Chat, which is the Solana-based text messaging app, billing itself as a decentralized Telegram, if you will. And they also have recently launched a video call streaming platform on the app as well. Jump into the chart first off, and really what caught my interest originally with this is just how much of this massive move from earlier in the year has been taken back. And it's trading at quite a discount from its $20 all-time highs. Actually, it actually hit $20 basically on the money and turned right around and headed back down. That was in March of 2024 when Solana memes were ripping, and very good time for Solana. But geez, ran up to $20 and now it's sitting at 81 cents, under $1. So started getting interested in this a little while back and just watching it grind down, and really the sellers just keep stepping up, I guess. And there's been no bottom in sight here. Now this is a weekly chart, so it's just kind of showing the whole existence of this thing. It just started in February of this year. So anyway, looking at the weekly chart, you can see it's definitely down on its knees. It's sort of a buy when there's blood in the streets kind of idea. And really 80 cents, down from the $20 highs is a reasonable place to consider buying. However, unfortunately, there's really no solid bottom yet here. So I wanted to just, while this is looking pretty cheap, there's still considerable downside risk. So I want to just sort of be clear about trying to time this bottom a little bit better. But in general, I do like what I'm seeing so far. So pulling up a daily chart, and I'm going to zoom way in here, and you'll see that there is quite a bit of downside risk. So did just come into this 86 cents was kind of the old breakout high there. And so I don't know, coming down into this level, I thought maybe we could start seeing some bounces. It tried a little bit, but you can see today it might make a new low here while I'm talking. It's still grinding straight down. Just been pretty brutal, really, for anybody that was holding from up here. But hopefully you can see that there is quite a bit of down left in this thing if it wants to continue falling apart here. So 86 cents, okay, fine. That's a decent level considering the bigger picture. However, like all of these things, I think we got to wait for a W. There's no sign of a bottom in sight here, so maybe it can get its act together and bottom somewhere up here, but it also could just as easily come all the way down to these next two lines I've drawn, which are way down farther. So I got like 20 cents here at that breakout and then 10 cents at that breakout. So, there could be quite a big move from 86 cents down to 20 cents to get down to these levels. Could happen. So there's no rush to go piling in here, which is the point I want to make. I do like the name, and I'm going to wait for a W to come in to get too excited about buying this thing. And, like the rest of the market, I do think heading into the end of the year was when we're going to start seeing these. So, somewhere, there could be there's still plenty of time for a lot more down in this. And eventually it'll put in a double bottom here that we can work with. So from a technical analysis standpoint, we're just too early and no bottom yet, but starting to look interesting. Now there's a couple other reasons I like this outside of the chart. So I'll just talk about those for a few minutes too. First, I'd like to ask everybody to check out cryptomentals.com. I've made a lot of progress on this site since I launched it last week. And all the work I'm doing is posted here. The posts that have videos tied to them are also on YouTube, like this one you're listening to. And everything I do is going to be on this site, and some of it will pop up around other places like Twitter and the Diamond app. But getting into chat here, you can see the post up here. This is the video for this post, and really I started this article by just asking if there's a future here. This is the app itself is sort of functional right now. You can use it, and they launched a streaming call too that works fine. And there's a global chat on their website where you can just chat with anybody in there. And then I haven't known anybody to actually message, so I haven't done any private messaging yet, but it is functional. And it does seem like the development has made progress over the last several months. And just about a month ago, they did launch it's sort of like a Discord call video chat, which maybe I can do a stream on here in the near future, and we can see how that goes. So I like that in general. I think a kind of decentralized Telegram where you own your own account and data sounds pretty cool to me. I suppose the other, so there's some other good and bad things I like about it that I'll just go over real quick. But first, I just would stress that I do lean towards this is like a buy when there's blood in the streets kind of thing. And like, I like that in general. I like to buy things that are bled out. However, you don't want to be too early to the knife fight. So, like I explained in the charts there, there still is downside risk. So I don't think there's any rush to go piling in too early, but I do like the blood in the streets approach here. And then I'll just wait for that technical bottom to come in to give me some more assurance that it's ready to turn back up. But then the other good things are, again, it's cheap relative to the all-time highs. I really like that it's actually only got 9 million coin supply. There's a very low number of coins out, and they're actually all out on the market too. They're not locked up. So it's a fully diluted value, and its market cap for about 8 million. So it's low market cap, 8 million market cap with 9 million coin supply. So it just seems very pumpable to me. I mean, that 8 million market cap, geez, if this takes off, I mean, there's rumors that it could be added to the Solana phone when it comes out as a default application. Stuff like that. If something like that happens, I could see this 8 million market cap shooting way higher. And of course, only 9 million coins out, and they're already in circulation. And those coins can be used, in the future, they'll be used for staking. They're going to have staking. So there'll be some amount of these coins locked up to staking. And then they're also going to be used to purchase like in-app features, I believe. So, I mean, I think that all looks really good to me. Nice low market cap and low coin supply. Again, development seems like it's been progressing. I mean, they did launch their streaming like a month ago, and the text messaging works. So it seems like it's moving forward. And another positive good thing, I think, is it is encrypted and entirely on the Solana blockchain. So you own your data. This is on chain on Solana, and there's no third party that's housing your data. Well, in its full form, that they could use against you, perhaps. And then lastly, in the good, it's in general, it's just a usable app on Solana, which, I mean, love or hate Solana, it's going to be a big part of this cycle, already is. And I'm looking for names that are being, that are useful, cool apps on Solana. And I think this fits into that. I mean, it's got a good name. It's a sensible product that I think has some use. And that all looks really positive. Now, the bad side, I mean, it seems clear that there's very little communication from the team. It seems like the team's not very active in communicating. And the investors that are trapped at higher prices are pretty mad, and they're in the chat wondering where the team is. And that's kind of what I caught on their Telegram too. So not a lot of good communication. The team isn't anonymous. I don't remember the guy's name offhand, but I think he is doxxed. So I guess that's a good thing, but yeah, they seem to be a little bit non-existent at the moment. But like I said, it was like a month ago that they launched the streaming, so they are doing something. Kind of a bad thing is you do have to, because it's on chain, you have to pay for every message. So I mean, it's Solana, so it's dirt cheap, really, really cheap actually, and not very noticeable. But you do have to pay for each message. It is really cheap. I mean, I think a couple bucks will last a long time actually. So it's not like it's not a big deal, but it does cost money. And it does operate a little slow. You have to like sign each transaction because it's printing everything to the blockchain. So I don't know if there's an auto sign to make the texting faster, but the little bit of experimentation I did in the general chat, I got in there trying to talk people down off the ledge. Actually, there's people getting ugly in there, really mad. And I was in there saying that I think this is actually more of a buy opportunity. I don't know. But point being, it was a little slow. It wasn't as fast as like Telegram, but that's to be expected. And this is a brand new project. So hopefully that can improve over time. And there might be an auto sign so that it just signs the transactions for you. And that said, like, probably don't want to use your main wallet for this. I just have a wallet with a few bucks in it that I use to connect to the app. And then you do have to register just your name. Basically, you don't have to give them any information, just a username, and connect your wallet, and you're on board. So those are kind of the bad things, which, I would say the lack of communication from the team could be the main issue here. But and again, like everything, this is sort of how it goes. It's like when it's ugly, the chart looks ugly. The team's probably just sort of like trying to wait out this bear, and maybe hopefully they have some money to start stepping up and buying back here. Maybe they made some money on the run up, and now they're going to start buying their positions back here down at the bottom. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. But it's not a huge surprise to see everything just kind of generally ugly. Sentiment's not great for this name right now, but that's what creates potential opportunity. So that's it for chat. At the end of the day, let's wait for a W. I'll report on it again when those W's come in, and I am a little more, or have some confidence that maybe there is a bottom working. But until then, I'll just be watching it and going and hunting for a bunch more like this. So until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.